Hey, welcome to my weekly update video. Yeah, so we're going to talk about a lot of things, but so many artists and writers are seeking alternatives to the big centralized platforms. Yeah, the centralized platform, like for writers, it's Amazon, Kindle, and for music, it's Spotify. And for art, I don't know what it is for art, but these big platforms make it hard for indie artists and writers to get noticed. And it's frustrating. A lot of artists struggle. This is part of the big struggle. But I'm on a 4-year creative quest. I've decided I'm going to make my Fractal Art. I'm going to write my first novel and probably several more. And I'm going to continue writing music until 2030. And I want to help all the other indie artists do the same thing. Not only create stuff, but also get paid for it. So I have a couple really cool ideas I'm going to share toward the end, which I just had today. But yeah, as far as my personal journey, I'm still making fractals. Guys, if you want to see my fractals, go to fractalchris.com. This is my website. And you can also go to Nostr. This is my Nostr profile. And I post different things, but I also post Fractal Art. And then you can see me on X as well. Here's, that's a picture I took, actually. Here's a fractal. Here's another fractal with a nice message on it, little encouraging message. So I'm putting out fractals all the time, and it's really fun. So let me know if you like the fractals. But I've also been making progress on my first novel, and of course, my idea for my second novel, which just came to me. Well, it came to me 3-4 months ago, but a few days ago I added to it and I really clarified it. This is my second novel. But my first novel, I'm doing really well. I have a whole big outline, and I'm trying to work in all my weapons and magic and technology, and it's work. It's what I don't really struggle. It just takes a lot of time. Is that my notes for my book are so long now. Like even if I was just to read the outline so far, that would take like a while, like 20-30 minutes if I wanted to actually read it and go through it. So it's like anytime I make a change, if I have to go back and check something, everything just takes a long time now, which I'm not complaining. I'm just reporting. I'm happy to do it. I'm so psyched about my novel. It's going to be so great. But yeah, as far as indie artists go, if you don't know, I've been active in the Bitcoin community and also the Nostr community Nostr for about 2.5 years, the Bitcoin community for, I don't even know, 6 or 7 years. And Nostr and Bitcoin are good examples of technology that can really help artists. And I'm not going to go deep into Nostr and Bitcoin today, but I really want to focus on talking about what we can do as independent artists to get away from these big entities that keep stealing more of our money and being a real pain in the ass, frankly. I just read, I think it was Amazon, they're going to start paying people less when they sell books on Amazon. And we all know that artists, like music artists, they make literally virtually nothing. Actually, that doesn't make sense. They virtually make nothing from their music on Spotify. They make like way less than a penny per play. And it's just, so it's hard. It's hard. These platforms are like a blessing and a curse, They're a blessing because we have them and you can get your stuff out there, but they're also a curse because these big platforms are being manipulated and utilized by the bigger companies, like in the music business. The big labels, there's only 2 of them now. I don't even know. There isn't many. They run the whole music business and no one can do anything pretty much except for them because they have all the connections and all the power and all the money. And so they're the ones steering Spotify and, independent artists making basically nothing from their art. And I just can't stand that. I'm like, man, think about it. Art is such a fundamental aspect of life. Creativity, imagination, having a vision and making it become real, telling a story, captivating audiences, captivating the audience's imagination. Like, this is human stuff. This is life. And you have a tons of independent people, artists and writers making really good stuff, but no one knows it exists. That's what I don't like. And this goes toward the AI argument as well, the artificial intelligence. Like, okay, everyone's complaining about AI. Well, guess what? AI is good for a lot of things, including like science and coding and math and things like that. But AI is bad at creating. It's bad at art. Meaning, and when I talk about art, I'm talking about new creations, new novel things that have never been created, right? AI doesn't do that. AI just takes everything it's been given and reformulates it into something that makes sense. And okay, it's handy for sure, but I don't know, this whole idea that independent creators are, they're almost we are almost in a no-win situation. It's hard. So I say all that to tell you that I've been thinking about new platforms that we can create. Like, what if we could create like an Amazon Kindle type platform, but it had nothing to do with Amazon? And maybe it's open source and maybe it's decentralized where there's not even a company behind it. It's just a platform. We all use a platform. And there's, in terms of payments, the payment would go straight from the fan, the reader, to the writer. Like, there's no Amazon in between. There's no bank in between. Like, and to me, this is the big thing that technology is creating for us in terms of Bitcoin and Nostr, is that now we don't need a centralized entity to organize things and do everything. We don't need that. It's literally not necessary anymore. We can create our art and people can buy it directly from us. That's it. That's it. So this is happening. People are building on Bitcoin, building on Nostr, and I love it because these gatekeepers of the big companies, they're dying. They're almost dead. They don't know it yet, but they're almost dead because as we build this new technologies, we're not going to need Spotify. We're not going to need Amazon. We're literally not going to need them, guys. Now, I know I bring this up all the time on social media that we need new alternatives to, for instance, Amazon, the Kindle platform and stuff. And everybody always pushes back saying, yeah, but if you start your own thing, you're not really going to get enough traction. And Amazon is so big, they rule the space. And okay, I agree, that's true today, maybe. But why does that have to be true forever? Why? So that's what I hope. If you're watching this, I hope you're one of the people that says, yeah, why can't we just build our own thing and then use our own thing? And then band together to help talk about it and spread it. That's it. It'll be better for everyone. All the way around. Every participant, everything, everyone. So yeah, those are tools we can use. Excuse me, Nostr and Bitcoin are tools, and having an ecosystem would be great. Like an ebook reader that just anyone can. Again, an ebook platform that's not run by Amazon. We can do it. A music platform that is not run by Spotify. We can do it. And we are doing it. It's just taking time. And the thing that might take the most time is getting normal people, to see what we're building and to actually start using it for the right reasons. So anyway, that kind of an app or a platform, I've been thinking about that. People online have been telling me, oh yeah, no, that'll never work. And okay, maybe it will never work. I don't know. Getting people to use it would be the hard part. But yeah, as a community, that's why I'm talking about art and writing and music on my channel. I'm focusing on this for the next 4+ years until 2030 to help artists and musicians and bands and writers help each other in the independent space, right? And we can do it. We just have to come together. So please subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And yeah, and we can really help each other. So the other idea I had today, I literally had an idea today. And my idea, again, it's for the indie creators, indie artists and writers. I had this idea that marketing is always the hurdle to any business, to any venture, anything. It's marketing. And I've known this. I know this because I've been an entrepreneur for now more than 15 years. And it's hard for me because I'm not like a natural born entrepreneur. I'm not like a killer sales guy and you know what I mean? I'm not like headstrong like that. Some people are headstrong in business and you just can't stop them. I'm not like that. I'm an artist. I want to make art. I don't want to figure out marketing and whatever else, right? But one thing I've learned, marketing is the most important thing always. It always is. I don't care what your product is, what your book, your art, and it doesn't matter. Marketing. Because if no one knows it exists, no one's going to buy it. So this is my idea this morning. Come up with basically like a marketing company, but not really a company, more like a co-op. What if a bunch of indie creators come together and we sort of, maybe pool some resources and then we really try to figure out some good marketing angles that actually work? Because marketing is ever evolving, it's ever changing. And so marketing's changing. So if we get a bunch of bright minds to focus on this marketing, we can probably figure out really good ways to market our independent art. Like I think that can be done. I mean, it could be done. I'm not saying it will definitely be a success, but that's my idea. It's like figuring out new ways of marketing, because the companies who can do that, they're the ones who succeed. So I'm like, anyway, that's the idea. Sort of like almost like a co-op of some organization, but again, it's not like a company or anything. It's just a bunch of independent artists coming together and helping each other. And it has to be a new way of helping each other. So it's not just like we can just retweet each other and, spam on X or spam on Nostr. That type of marketing is done. That doesn't work. And so we know that. But let's figure out new ways of marketing for the independent artists. So if you're up for that, share your ideas in the comments. And look, if you hear what I'm saying and you're like, oh, that'll never work and everything, I don't mind you criticizing ideas, but at least criticize my ideas intelligently. Don't just be an idiot and say, oh, no, that'll never work. That's stupid. No one's ever going to replace Amazon, all that. Don't be stupid about it. Just be intelligent, okay? Because we can figure it out. It's something that can be done. It's just a matter of how and who and when. Well, when is now, but all right, well, that's it. That's my rant for this week. That's my update. Let me know what you think. I really want to support you guys, you artists and writers and musicians and bands, and I want to help us help each other. I'm really into this because this is humanity. Art is humanity. Imagine a world where there's no art, there's no stories, there's no music, there's nothing. There's just like food and sleep and whatever. Like, imagine a world without art. You can't imagine it, okay? Art is humanity. And so I would even say that the best way we can sort of counterbalance this current AI craze, which is good. I think AI is good overall. But the way to balance it is with art and creativity from humans. And so that's part of this 4-year creative expedition that I'm on. So if you're with me, subscribe. Let's go. That's it. I'll see you in the next one.